cleanest. I'm trying to take more notes.
On what?
It's one of my additions to my podcast narrative. All right. Let's see. Episode 3.
Episode 103 or 3? Have we done 100 episodes?
103. Production wise, it's 103. 53. Yeah.
Well, we officially made it to Thanksgiving. Well, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, but
By the time this goes up, it'll already be Thanksgiving.
yeah. So
Enjoy your turkey, fat asses.
Oh, enjoy easy.
Oh,
You're talking to America, man.
Too
You have
much.
to keep putting them down.
I'm in a mood. I'm in a mood. We're gonna start.
So the rant
rant section a little bit.
So are you
early
gonna be
today.
ranting about the Zoom?
So I'm taking a few notes now because I'm noticing that I'm not remembering things as well.
Could it be the bonger?
It could be, but
Could be the
Actually,
THC in your sis.
there's a couple of stuff right off the bat that I want to address that I have here written down.
You need to do Sudoku.
We're gonna do this is weekly corrections. Okay.
So we're correcting things we've said.
Correct. So this is like not like an apology. This is a legitimate correction as far as like something that we may have mentioned and the information in itself was incorrect. You know.
Oh, I'm looking at boobies.
All
right. So
So for me, one of my corrections that I had to make was the the princess from Japan that we talked about in episode 1.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, she didn't give up her title completely. She still retained some form of the title, but it was more land and stuff like that. So that's one of my corrections that I had to make on
that man could turn around and be not who she thought he was.
Exactly.
And she's like, "Oh, Dad, can I be a princess again?"
Exactly.
And he's like, "No, you gave it up."
Exactly. Correction number 2. I told you guys to go out and vote. That's bullshit. I've decided that I'm taking a firm stance. No. I've decided I'm taking a firm stance on what I fucking believe in. And I believe that fucking voting is just a farce. And it's literally dangled there, carrot to the stick. And your votes don't matter. And so I want to make a correction formally right there.
You want to keep tapping that table?
I want to correct the tapping on the table too. Fuck voting. You don't have to vote. It doesn't help.
You are really going to get people angry.
It's not fucking worth it. The 6 people that we have following it. And that's my next one that I want to roll into.
Right,
that I have written right here.
Out of here.
Shout out to our actual subscribers. Actual 6 subscribers that we have following us on SoundCloud. Special shout out to Joseph on my end. I really appreciate it. Number 1 guy right there who started everything up. Shout out to the Bobcast. Keith following up right there with us, as well as Mr. Doroteo. Thank you so much, my guy. It means a lot to me personally that there are people who are actually taking the time to listen to themselves. Listen to me. Listen to you guys. Listen to me. Ben Cash, specifically Drew and John. I just want to say I really appreciate that, guys. Keep on listening. And then part 3 for that for me is the do and don't corner. Things that we can improve on. Things that over the last couple episodes, some feedback that we may have had from listeners.
What sort of feedback did we get?
Well, audio wise, we definitely need to. We're stepping our game up audio wise.
Well, we need to put that volume up higher.
So volumes higher, is definitely one of them. Especially from episode 1 to episode 2. We're gonna get some mics set up, and then I didn't really get too much on the us though.
I've already counted like 30 since we've been on this.
Well, I meant as far as like a feedback on that, I expected more to be like.
No one's gonna be like.
From what I got on my end, I got pretty straightforward stuff. We more of a structure, as far as like focuses for each episode. We don't necessarily have to stick to it. That was never the goal in my idea. It was more just to have like a little nucleus, and then we build off of that. But to keep an idea, and then just kind of, they love the segments. All 6 of them love the segments, so we have to keep the segment going. And that's about it as far as just some quick updates, some quick notes. Let's see, what else do I have here?
Oh, and ditto. Thank everyone who he thanked.
Oh, nice piggyback. That's a classic piggy thank right there.
I don't want to start thanking people because then I'm going to miss someone, and then they're going to
The 4 people who you may have, Jane too, our production assistant, our production manager. One of the things also as well is just the cursing. We're gonna keep it up. It's on the same level of the voting. Yeah, fuck it, dog. Nah, I'm keeping it real. I want to be real when I talk to these people. When there's this little Malaysian African kid who's gonna find me on SoundCloud, and he's gonna be.
And the first time they have some voting process, he's be like, nah, fuck that.
He's gonna hear us. He's gonna build a little bicycle out of fucking shed material, and he's gonna power that shit. And he's not even gonna use it for his village. He's gonna use it specifically for his computer so that he can download us, and so he can listen to us. And I want to make sure that I'm honest, that little kid. I want to let him know exactly what it's like living here. In the greatest shithole in the world, because we are the greatest shithole in the world. I'll never take that away from us. I won't take that away from us. But anyways, getting in a little too quickly.
You are on one tonight.
Yeah, it's stuff like I said, I'm taking this to heart. This is my pedestal. This is my soapbox. You know what I mean? Fuck this, man. Seriously, because I went back and I listened to myself and I was like, I don't want to be that guy. Because because I'm doing the editing, and so like when I go back, I pop everything up first onto SoundCloud and I don't listen to it, so everything's unedited. But then I have to go back and I do the video portion of it, and I actually have to sit there and listen to cues and cuts and things like that. And then I hear myself, and I'm like, oh yeah, go out and vote. And
if he says anything wild and anything crazy, I'm on this side of the table. So, get mad at him.
Either way. But anyway, so I just wanted to make sure that I stayed honest to not only myself, but to the 6 listeners that we have.
But you didn't even vote.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Why would I be...
No, you came up with this theory after you missed your voting opportunity.
No. I wouldn't have voted even if I didn't want to. I'm saying, why would I sit here and sit at this table and be like, yeah, you guys should go vote. It'd be the right thing to do. And me not even vote. Like, that's me lying.
Well, no, you're just being lazy.
I don't want to vote. I never wanted to vote. I'm down for not voting. I haven't voted ever. Honestly. You want cards on the table. Honesty. Right now, Mom, who's the whole reason why I'm even having this conversation right now, is because she gave me a whole earphone. She was like, I can't believe... your son's never voted.
Well, the way
you didn't download that sound effects board.
The way I went about it was I tell people I'm an atheist when it comes to religion and politics, because whatever I say or do, it's usually not what happens, what ends up happening, So I don't know. I'm just watching everyone do this crazy ride, and good job for fucking it up, guys.
Well, this pretty shitty segue into the topic for today's episode. I want to keep kind of in a little nucleus about the main word for the day being sort of kind of like ownership, accountability.
Accountability
is something I want to talk about. And kind of the real thing I'm going to roll into right here for my rant corner. See, you gotta have the music ready. Man, come on. I can't do everything, man. They needed that. They wanted that.
Tattoos. Okay, well, here.
Download a soundboard. But anyways, rant corner.
And that's trying to update. Motherfucker. Hey, here's my rant. Quit trying to make me update.
You ran.
Quit trying to make me update when I'm in the middle of doing something.
This is my rant corner.
All right, go for it.
Okay. Toxic masculinity. Okay? All right? Okay. So...
Toxic masculinity.
So... the idea that toxicity is
in our city.
In our no, I don't want no more toxicity. No more in my city. Not. Anyways, that was really bad. Sorry, that was bad for all our improv fans. I just died on stage. I like that. You're getting it. Okay, so toxic masculinity. I watched a video about men and why they don't hold hands. Okay, and before you
need this dude up.
Before you even get anything, right? That's my first question. But the video launches into this whole thing where it's like, the U.S. idea is that you can't hold, holding another man's hand is gay, and like, that it's not. I'm saying.
Well, it's like, look, growing up in Turkey.
Well, that's what they were saying. They were like, well, when you look at everybody else, and you look at people in Africa, and you look at people in the Arab states,
they're very touchy-feely.
They're touchy, and they hold each other and everything like that. So why is it that we don't do it so much?
Because we're homophobic Puritans.
And no, well, whatever. You put that what you want.
I grab my friend's hand in the street. He's gonna look at me and be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Here's my focus on it though is that they have to sit there and they have to put a term on it like being toxic masculinity. Like you don't have to attribute that to being a masculine factor. Like
is there toxic femininity?
No, it's the thing I'm focusing on is toxic masculinity.
But I've heard that.
The term.
Yeah, I've heard that, but I've never heard toxic femininity.
There probably isn't one. We're probably the first ones. We just coined it. But let's not focus on that. What I'm trying to focus on my rant is why is it that we have to sit here and we have to label it on the masculine portion of it? Why can't it just be a toxic thing? Anybody can be toxic.
Like a toxic,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Man, why are we doing this late? I can't even think anymore.
I don't know, but it's something that irks me because why is it that and anybody
because it's a macho thing, right? Is that what they're saying? Is that it's macho?
They're saying that the type of masculinity that's being displayed behind this. Oh well, I'm a man. Like I don't, that's my son. I don't, kiss him on the forehead or I don't grab his hand or just this overall portrayal of what they're calling toxic masculinity. Oh, you're a masculine man because you want to go out and lift weights and like you want to do masculine man stuff. Like it's almost like when you're like it's tough being a white guy. Like you don't say that. He doesn't say that directly. He says that, and that's another discussion, which was also another point that I kind of wanted to tie into the same thing. Is it's like you're getting it to the point now where it's like why is it so wrong to be
a man?
Like why is it so wrong to just literally say, hey, look, I don't want to hold hands with everybody.
Hold on. Now, half the time when I hear these discussions and arguments and stuff like that, it's on the internet. So it's not nobody in the streets coming up to me saying, you shouldn't be acting like that. Like if I held a door open for a woman or something like that. Right. And the second someone does, I tell them to go fuck themselves.
Right.
Literally, this is just maybe a group of 100, 200 people that are probably in college dorm rooms going, blah, 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 toxic masculinity, da, da, da. And then it picks up, speed on Facebook and people commenting, because everyone's going to have an opinion about it. And yes, no, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, it's not on the streets. I don't have anyone walking up to me telling me, a lot of these arguments are on fucking social media, and then you walk around and you talk to people, and it's not even in the air. No one gives a shit. I hold the door open for someone, they look at me and they say thank you. Someone does something for me, and I say thank you. There's no, why did you do that? You shouldn't have done that. That's did you assume that I needed the door open?
Right. Definitely more isolated cases in that.
I feel like it's little cases that get blown out of proportion through social media.
Yeah.
Like, in toxic masculinity, excuse me, we need some we need all spectrum. But at the end of the day, when we have some bullshit happening with like police officers, firemen running into buildings, people fighting wars overseas, if you agree with it or if you don't, or even if we get invaded, we need toxic men to motherfucking pick up arms and fucking slit some throats. I mean, I'm sorry, they're not going to be like, excuse me, I'm going to fucking come by and, see if everything's okay, I'm going to bring a pot pie, and then I'm going to shoot you.
Right. I mean, again, that's kind of in the vein of what I'm talking about. I'm pushing. I guess overall, my whole focus is why we. But again, like we covered it. The internet portion. We're taking small little
like
things
a
and we're just
crock pot
blowing it up.
Just fucking
Little
kills it.
things, yeah. But that was just for me personally, my rant corner for the thing. Again, I'm not against it. And one of the other points that I wanted to point out is.
Do you think there is toxic? Like, okay, that's just a word.
Obviously,
yeah.
You can't sit here and act like there isn't a gap between men and women in the worlds that we live in right now.
Right, but I'm saying like a man is like, there's a man is man. A man does, certain, like I'm not...
Like the man-spreading is what I was going to say. Like, okay, have you seen the videos of the man-spreading where and then there's a lady in Russia who's running around and she's throwing bleach on people on dudes.
That's not right. Okay, man-spreading, if I sit next to someone who's doing that, because normally I'm okay, I don't fucking man-spread like an asshole, and especially when you're on a crowded bus, have some respect. But if someone sits next to me man-spreading, I push their leg, I'm not going around throwing bleach on fucking people who I don't agree with the way they're sitting.
Yeah.
Okay? And then, if that girl gets attacked for throwing bleach on someone, and first of all, they don't know what the fuck it is. They just smell some fucking shit that it could smell like acid. I don't even know.
Right.
And if they chase that girl down and push her, let's say just push her. Just run up, push her. The fuck did you do? And she fell. All of a sudden, that man...
Yeah.
It's all wrong. What he did was wrong.
Yeah.
He should have controlled his anger.
Yep.
But meanwhile, he's just on his way to work, and it's been.
But that again, that's not to disparage what you asked originally. Yeah, I believe there are toxic people out there who do that, and I think
who have
beyond being masculine. That's what I'm saying. I think it goes beyond just that. Like, I think they're breaking it down to such tiny little portions that they're able to pinpoint it and be like, oh, you're being,
It's like telling your kid, like, no, don't play with that doll.
You're just toxic. Like, that's what I'm trying to say.
You're taking it to an extreme.
Yeah, you're just a toxic.
The other end of the spectrum, there's toxic fucking females.
That's what I mean. Is on both ends.
No one ever talks about that. I've always heard toxic masculinity.
We can talk about it.
True.
But we gotta have someone to come to the table with. Yeah. But I guess to round
I like toxic femininity.
Yeah.
Excuse me, you come to me and you fucking made me a pot roast and you say, here you go, and you're taking care of me, and did you drink water today? Here's some lotion. I'm all about that. I like that. That's not me. I don't have that in my life, so I like that coming to me. If you're not a masculine person and you're a very, whatever person, there's someone coming around doing some manly shit like fucking changing your pipes or whatever, taking care of your issues that men, quote unquote, are supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna fucking get upset about that.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, I'm gonna rant. I'm gonna keep ranting.
No, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. I'm gonna close it down. I'm gonna close my rant corner down real quick because one, I just realized that this wasn't going. But that was, so I'm just gonna slice and dice old
this
school
isn't
stuff. It is now, so we're cutting about halfway through the good stuff.
Man, we are so good at this.
Yeah, we're fucking great. Just to round it out super, super, super quick, my sisters listen to this. My younger sisters do. They're like 14 and like 17.
Right.
So I'm not gonna pull any punches in this particular case. I want to make it very clear, that obviously, there are levels to this shit. There are bad people out there. There are bad men, just like there's bad women.
Nothing is ever black and white.
For sure.
All gray.
For sure. Everything. It's a whole bunch of stuff. And you have to make your decisions on your own. You have to follow your judgment, and you always have to try and be a good person.
Because you can't just say all people are like this or all this class.
And that's what I want to get down to is you can't say every man has some type of toxic masculinity sense. Like, you don't want to break it down to that side because in a way everyone is toxic at one point or another. And so I just there's different levels to it. Especially when it comes to the girls. And the reason why I even brought back up again, not just because of that video, there was a girl that I know who was recounting a story on her statuses, and apparently she tells the story about how she was driving in a parking lot and there was too much room, or there wasn't enough room, and so she was trying to squeeze into a spot, and another guy came in the other way and started honking, and so she freaked out and pulled him in the thing. And it turns out that she had gone in the wrong way. She was in the wrong. And so the guy was mad and got out, and she started freaking out. I'm doing my best not. She started freaking out and was fearing, and her husband was on the phone with her, and then the guy was like, "Oh, you're going to Shake Shack? I'll see you there." And then
what?
I know. It was this situation where again,
He got mad at her, walked up to her car and said, "You're going to Shake Shack."
Right. He was like, "What are you thinking? Like, you're going in the wrong way. Like, why aren't you paying attention to where you're going? Like, oh, you're on your phone. Like, that explains why you're not." Two people meeting up randomly in a parking lot with no associations beforehand. 3 different parts of that story: hers, his, and the truth. And so it escalated to the point where she said she was fearful and called the cops.
Well, yeah, you don't walk up to a woman's window, I'm sorry, and yell. I mean, that's just...
I'm with you.
That's just a respect.
I'm with you.
You do that, you're being very confrontational.
I'm with
you. Walk up to anyone's window...
I just want to say that's an example.
She's by herself, yeah.
Of a situation where you have to follow your gut, and be like, yeah, I'm in a situation where this person could potentially do something like that.
I just shake anytime that happens to me, and like, let's say a lady or whatever does something really crazy or stupid, and I get angry and they look at me, I just go like this, like that, because they feel stupid enough, and I know they feel stupid because they we just were involved in it, and you just do this, and then they just kind of fucking go down and just keep going. You don't need to yell at them.
Yeah.
A guy, I'll go all day. I'll fuck you fucking idiot, this and that, blah blah blah. But a woman, I mean, really, dude. You're a fucking dickhead.
I mean, I'll chew anybody out. I'm not gonna lie. If you do anything out on the thing, I'll. If you're old, if you're a lady, if you do anything, I told a middle-aged woman the other day to go fuck herself because she wasn't paying attention. I don't know if it's LA or the city, or if I'm trying to look at it like this now. Like, everybody's trying to fight for the same thing. Cool, let's all be equal. I'm gonna yell at you the same way that I yell at somebody else. Like, you're fucking up, homie. And so that, for me, that story was just a matter of accountability.
Yeah,
like,
I did tell a lady. She was stopping the traffic, and then she pulled back. I was honking at her because she was in front of the garage that I needed to pull into, and she pulls back. And the garage that I pull into, I go there every day. It's the gym, and they always have a sign out there that says "Lot is full." The lot's not full. It's just a thing they put. I don't know why they put it there. And so she pulls back. Like, in the street, she fucking goes out of her way to pull back to my window and goes, "The lot is full." I just said, "Lady, let me at least check it out for myself then. Fuck off."
Yeah.
And I did say fuck off.
Yeah.
And she didn't like that. And then she fucked off.
Yeah.
And then she did a U-turn in front of everybody stopping traffic. And then came back around, and I was just going like this. Just shaking my head at her. I mean, what else? I'm not going to yell at her or run up to her window. That's crazy.
No, and again, that's an extreme case where he wasn't holding himself accountable for what he was trying to do. He was just, he could have come up to the window, seen the window, been like, "Hey, come on, lady, like, you went in the wrong way, get off the phone," like, because she was in the wrong. That was another part of the story too, is you're in the wrong. You're going the wrong way in the parking lot. You're on your phone. Like, accountability. Like, it's a matter of just, hey, am I putting myself in a position, to where I could potentially,
get yelled at by a stranger.
Get yelled at by a stranger, which happens just because you're living and breathing. So I guess just to round off the rant corner,
hey, you're lucky you're even driving, lady.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Well, fuck. No, not that. But yes, so that's my rant corner. Everybody's toxic. It's not just men. There's toxic females. There's toxic she-males. There's toxic dogs. There's toxic people. It's... Tell it from the mountain, cuz. That's good. That's good. But we kind of hopped over updates.
Oh, so yeah. Update for this week. What the fuck happened this week? I've had some long nights at work. I got off work at 5:30, I think. 5. I got home at 5:30. Tattooing's been crazy. I thought this is supposed to be the slow season for tattooing. It slows down about, around this time, and then it picks back up closer to the end of December when families are in town and holidays are happening and people are buying, groups of families coming. Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. This year, there was no real spike in people in the summertime. It was just consistent, because normally you would get the spike of people on vacation or their tax returns, whatever the fuck it is. So there was no real spike. It's just been consistent all year long. So I've been enjoying it, but also I wish it would kind of slow down so I can do some other shit. Right. And registered another one of my scripts and starting another one. I kind of wanted to do this next one about fucking mass shooting, but I don't know if I want to hit that subject. It's all,
when's the last time you heard a good mass shooting?
No, it's not a movie. It's literally a short story about a guy psyching himself up to go walk in and do it.
Oh, well, you should then. Why can't you write a short story about that?
Well, I mean, it's not that I can't. I just was like, is that gratuitous? Is that like just...
That's just flexing whatever muscles in the muscles you're doing, you know what I mean? Like, that's... Yeah. Just writing it is just having that other aspect that can only help you.
And then I'm excited for that Clint Eastwood movie coming out, The Mule. Nobody got killed at my work or in front of my work, so that's good. No more accident. No, there was an accident. There was a car accident up the street.
Yeah.
Oh! We gotta show everyone in the world that little trick with the dime.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, we should.
I mean, I guess. That's something I just kind of wanted to...
Let's keep that secret to yourself.
Let's do it.
Now everyone needs to know.
If you do it, and then we'll record it, and then we can be like, yeah, no, we did it. Like, we...
I have a record, man.
Right, but that's...
So this is for future reference, and we're going to give you a very good life hack that will help you out throughout your life.
Yeah.
You will save hundreds of dollars if you live in a city.
Yeah, this is called...
the coffee.
Fuck the parking meter corner.
Oh, yeah. And, I had a fight with the parking dude.
Oh, yeah, you did?
Yeah. The guy, I came out, he was confrontational from the get-go. I said, excuse me. He's like, this your car? I'm like, yeah, you want me to move it? It doesn't seem like you want to move it. Like, shit like that. Like, I was like, excuse me, buddy. You know, I was like, whoa. So, you know, if you walk up to people and talk to them like this, you're just going to have an argument.
Yeah.
And he got mad that I talked to him like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was like being like, hey, buddy, I'm just trying to talk to you. I'll move my car, no problem. But why are you coming at me sideways, is what I said. And then he's like, I don't know, he said some other bullshit. He was angry. He was like an angry man. Then my boss walks out and says, fuck that guy. He gave me a ticket before.
Damn.
Yeah.
But he was just walking around with the power, you know?
He pulled over and fucking came to my car.
Yeah.
And I was explaining to him, sorry, man, like, normally, long story short, I park where I'm not supposed to, but there's an unspoken rule in that business area where each business has that spot to park at during the week. So ours is Saturday, Sunday. On Sunday, I parked in that spot. Guy comes up to me like this is news. This has been happening for 30 years. And then he comes up to me and starts yelling at me, and I'm like, bro, this is what we do. He's like, you think you're special? He said.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, man.
Sounds a lot like what that dude was saying to that girl in the park.
Yeah, that was toxic masculine. No, that was just a power trip.
That was just toxic.
No, that was just a toxic.
Just a toxic person. You know, you would I guess held yourself accountable in the sense that you know the spot was unheard of, but he didn't need to respond in that manner.
No. And I said, man, I'll move it. I'll move it, no problem, buddy. But like, why are you coming at me sideways? Yeah. I just walked out and said, excuse me, you know, blah blah blah. So anyway,
crazy.
Fucking pigs.
Fuck the pigs.
No, not cops. I like cops. My dad was a cop.
Yeah.
So no.
But fuck the parking meter pigs.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, that was a crazy update.
Yeah, that was a
crazy update. The last one was before you left. How was Arizona?
Oh yeah, Arizona. Dude, honestly, Arizona. I went for my birthday too, and it was sort of depressing. I was hanging out with my family on my birthday, and you know my grandma's 101, and she kept asking me where I was living, and I'd answer her, and 2 minutes later she'd ask me again, and then I had family members bickering at each other, bickering nonstop. It was gray and cold, and I don't know, man, like, I was staying at my old place, just the whole feel. I couldn't wait to come back to LA. It was the first time I couldn't wait to leave Arizona to come back to LA.
That's crazy.
Just to get out of Phoenix.
That's a breakthrough. Why? Just because of the state, or?
It didn't feel like my house.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like home anymore. Like, it felt like an old memory. A lot of, not bad memories, but like, you know, bittersweet memories. And I'll be driving around. Oh, yeah. Oh, I broke up with her there. Oh, yeah, I bought drugs there. You know, whatever it is. I probably shouldn't say that. But it was sort of sad, and I was kind of glad to leave.
Well, that's almost like a vision quest, it sounds like. Kind of drove off, you know, tried to deal with some business, handle some family shenanigans.
I made good money.
Made some good money, you know, worked.
Thank you. Shout out to Next Wave Tattoos in Mesa.
Shout out.
Shout out to Next Wave.
I thought you were going to FX it.
Oh, yeah. Shout out.
I'm so hyped about those little fucking things. They're going to sound so ridiculous when I listen back to it. Let's see. Pretty standard week.
Yeah, what about with you?
went around, did the same stuff as usual. Nothing too big. Nothing too big. Just
we got new lights.
We did. For everybody who's actually looking at this on YouTube, maybe like 2 or 3 people, but we actually did get some new lights, brand new lights. For our listeners in podcast land, we were shooting just by the miracle of our lamp lights, but we actually invested in some proper lighting to make us look all young and handsome and forget about the impending tread of death as it looms ever closer to us. Week was good. Thinking about maybe trying to go back to Virginia in December, maybe January, to go and say, check
for another
out the
wedding.
family. No weddings as of late.
Damn, because all the people got married last year.
Yeah, they're all done. Thank God. Let's see, and then so that's pretty much that's update corner. Update corner.
Update corner.
So, Sam, what if I were to tell you that we're working on getting a guest on the show? What would you say? What would you tell me if I were to tell you that I was gonna get a guest to come on the show? You tell me probably that's a lie. You probably tell me, Bryan, that's bullshit. You're a liar.
Bryan, you told me about this before we even started.
You're a stupid liar. You would tell me, and I would look at you and I would say, you fool, because you're right. We don't have a guest yet, but. That is all about to change. We actually have a couple cool people that we're working with right now, but it's going to be a little different.
I have a couple people I asked, and they're really interested in coming on.
So
I'd like to wait till we get all of this stuff situated.
Well, that's what
audio and all that.
That's why I'm updating it because it's gonna
We need to get a cord for this though, so we don't have to keep putting fucking batteries.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Zoom.
It's gonna be mobile.
Jesus Christ.
For those interviews, just because of our position, or a coffee shop or something. So it's gonna be more of kind of like we'll split off into a quick interview
You should put that
section.
going through Japan in the background.
Oh, well, yeah. But yeah, that's something that's gonna be coming up, which is gonna be pretty cool. And then I am in the dark. No, we're not crashing and burning. We're moving on to our next section.
But yeah, so the guests, we'll start having guests on here, and if you have any suggestions also that you want us to hit, like, I don't know, some people like reactions, some people, want us to talk about other shit, maybe bring the dogs on the table.
I don't know about that, but
it could be our first guest, our dogs.
It could be.
I mean, they are our producers.
And now for the they are associated producers.
Right.
They do get credit.
She's checking on me back there
at the end.
She's looking. Make sure I don't slip up.
Yeah. Now for our socialite hour, news brought to you straight from the source. All right.
It says fireworks. That should have been firework.
Oh, just one. Yeah, liars. One of my favorite news articles that I saw recently. As you guys know, there was a whole bunch of fires over here on this side.
A whole bunch. The world was ending.
It was.
You can see from space the scars it left on our land.
Yeah, it was pretty wild stuff. I do stand by what I said on that one, though. Donate if you can. Send stuff out. I'm gonna donate like $5. It ain't much, but it's something. Anything. I do stand by that. But obviously, do your research if you're gonna do anything. There's a lot of
people have fucking sinus and throat issues right now from all the air.
They need like masks and stuff.
Dude, I kind of wanted to get one, but I didn't want to be that guy. My sinuses aren't that bad. I don't know. A lot of people that I've been tattooing are all fucked up. I keep asking them, "Are you sick?" They go, "No, my sinuses."
Yeah. So, but I saw that my main man, my better half, Aaron Rodgers, quarterback for the Green Bay Packers, is donating $1 million for the renovation that's going to be happening out there. So I thought that was really cool.
Nice of him.
Yeah, super
Didn't
nice.
50 Cent give like 50 grand? Kanye gave a shit ton, 500.
Gave a whole bunch of money to them.
I mean, dude, when you have that much money, yeah. I was proud, stoked. Joe Rogan let all the firefighters finish off all the meat and that he has in the freezers. He thought they would go bad.
Yeah.
And while they were fighting the fires, he had pounds and pounds and pounds of deer meat. He had them all go into his house and fucking take it all and cook it. There's pictures of them all eating in his backyard and stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's really cool that he got to do that.
Yeah, that's nuts. It's good to see people stepping up. You know,
coming together. I could not believe Trump was being such a dickhead, and they couldn't even remember Paradise.
Yeah.
He couldn't even remember the name of the fucking place.
Yeah,
he's you just anyway. Let's not get into it.
He's a classy guy. But speaking of accountability, the whatchamacallit, oh my goodness, my brain's going blank.
Yeah,
Man, now I just hear us. Us. Damn. Anyways.
Maybe you should have smoked that huge bomb right before.
Probably. Maybe it's the only thing that was really bringing me to reality.
Thanksgiving Day will be coldest in over a century for millions in U.S.
That's pretty. It's pretty updating. As far as anybody knows. Let's see. Anyways, that was pretty much socialite hour for me. I don't have any other light that I want to shine on any other celebrity that I really give a damn. All the other podcasts are talking about.
I just tattooed a guy who helped produce a hit song for Kendrick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nice guy.
That's cool.
They all look weird. They all have like face tats, and they're all weird. Like their tattoos and ideas and thought process is a little different. I'm noticing.
Yeah. The producers?
No, just people in that realm.
The music people?
Yeah, music. That rock rap star thing going on. Mm-hmm. Speaking of Tekashi, he's gone.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. That everybody's already talking about all that other trash. It's not really anything I want to talk on.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of funny when I have people that know him. Because
well,
they're like the one dude that I knew was like they used to work together. He said he backed out because he saw the writing on the wall. Shit was getting crazy. Shit was getting stupid. So he said, I'm backing out, doing my own thing.
Yeah.
Which he's doing well. He's actually traveling and doing music. I'm not gonna start name dropping, but
I saw that Fat Joe did an interview. I guess that he had previously talked with him about him, was telling him that he was like, yeah, they're trying to get you. He was like, they tried to get me back in the 90s, and he was like, I did. He was like, I was smart. He was like, but they'll get you if you.
Gosh, didn't care. You're
just out there slanging and banging. You know what I mean? You get away with one thing, and then you're like, oh, I'm good. But it's like Capone when they came after him for the taxes, and they were like, no, homie, you're not yet, not clear. But yeah.
Off topic. Did you hear about this isolated tribe that killed an American with a bow and arrow?
Oh yeah, the Christian emissary guy or the missionary wanted to try and convert them.
Like, fuck you!
Yeah.
Shot his ass.
Yeah, hey, don't play stupid games.
The way I see it is, I always have a barometer in my head, like a little gauge. So, like, if you drive stupid, that gauge of accident goes up a little bit. If you go into a gang-infested neighborhood and you're wearing the opposite colors, that danger gauge goes up. Mm-hmm. You go into an isolated tribe telling them that their God is wrong, that gauge is up there somewhere. Yep. That gauge has gone up. So,
yep.
Buddy, may your God help you now.
Yeah, hopefully you're chilling up there with
the
whoever the hell you believe in.
Well, hopefully he was correct in his God,
yeah.
And he's sitting next to him right now.
You'll be in heaven if that's the case, my guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty wild. I did read that and that made me laugh a little bit.
Yeah.
In the sense that I was just kind of like, man, people are just stupid.
And then this one lady, I forget where it was, I read, she killed her husband or boyfriend because he was going to leave her for another woman. Mm-hmm. She killed him, chopped him up, and fed him to people.
Oh, yeah, the Moroccan lady.
Yeah.
Yeah? That brings us to our...
they found him because of a tooth.
Yeah, in the blender. Yeah. That brings us to our or this is the section that I like to call cue the music. Hold
on. Is there music? I don't even have music.
You don't have any music set up?
There's no music.
Man.
Hold on.
Man, if I were you, I would have like little episodes set up.
All right, there we go.
All right.
What am I cueing?
With a little section that I call Serial killer, seriously? Oh. That's good. Oh man, that was good. Good job, my guy. That was good.
There's a zombie one.
Oh God. All right.
So yeah, we cued it. Sorry.
You're good, but that was great. That was actually that was good. Good nighting. I read the story of a lady who, in the same vein of killing her husband, who skinned hers in Australia and cooked his head and then cooked the rest of them and then was getting the dinners and stuff set up for his kids for them to come home. And apparently she was this wild lady. I'm trying to look at the info right
What
now.
are you thinking when you have his arm on the fucking and you're skinning it?
That's what I mean, dude. She skinned him and put him on the couch and left him there skinned, and his legs, she left him crossed with his legs on top of a Pepsi bottle, and then she left like a little note there saying that he had sexually molested kids, which wasn't true. And she just set the whole she cooked him and ate him. And it was wild. And
okay, let's say you believe that he sexually molested something. Like, let's say you're a kid and you fucking killed this guy, but why eat him? Where did the eating part come in? Like,
I don't know.
She's like, man, all this killing got me famished.
Yeah. Well, she turned herself in though, which stays within the vein of accountability, I guess. I guess she was just like, yo, I'm crazy. Like, I can't. She was like, I don't know what to do anymore.
She's like, I got the taste of human blood.
Well,
now.
they say that there's a lot of murderers like try and do that, or like a lot of people. I remember there was a story about a dude in like Pakistan who was like running around and killing kids and stuff, and like he tried to turn himself in, and he was like, hey guys, like, he was like,
I'm not gonna stop.
And like, I killed like 60 kids, like, stop me so that I don't kill more. And they're like, you're. So
I doubt they saw
like
draw. I'm just saying, there's a lot of kids running around. I'm sure. What? How many kids?
Hey, out in India, I can't keep bashing on them on that.
But
no.
You could literally kill like 200 kids and no one will notice.
Yeah, I mean, I really, when it comes down to it, that's what murderers love to do: find little bit abandoned orphan kids.
They say there's about 50 serial killers walking around.
I don't doubt
America.
It. I remember
right now,
that
like,
there
like
were
an average.
There's because sometimes I get like really into I hit the black little dark hole where you start looking for shenanigans like that, and then there are so many mass murderers outside of the United States of America, serial killers, like dudes who hit those toll numbers like 80, 90 because they ride trains and they just go around and they just like
that's how many serial murderers were like
Catherine Mary Knight. Sorry, I found her, but what were we saying?
In like the 70s and 60s and 50s, before there was like, as much forensics and all that stuff, back in the 1800s, how many people, you could kill somebody and just keep walking and no one will fucking know.
Yeah. And it's
just slip and walk back out onto the street and keep walking, and then they'll find a body a couple hours later and be like, who did this? I don't know. There's a lot of people out there, could be anybody.
Hell, it's easy to do that now if you really think about it.
Well, if you get away with it for the first 24 to 48, you're pretty much in the clear.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you. What's the best way? How would you get away? Because, I mean, even that lady blended up her dude and the tooth was there. You know what I mean? Like, how do you...
pig farm.
A pig farm? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean, let's say you don't have a pig farm. Let's say you have just a body and...
You keep cutting it little pieces and keep flushing it down the toilet. You cut them up.
It would clog.
You cut them up into tiny little cubes, and then you stick their bones in an oven for 3 days until it turns to powder.
No, you're crazy. See, this is how you do it, right? You obviously smash the teeth out, right? And then you cut.
Is this before or after you rape the body?
They're dead. No, no. This is okay. I've walked into the house. Dead body.
Well, at that point, you call the cops.
Right. I said that, and then I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. Okay. Okay, scenario.
Some guy fucking
scenario.
makes fun of your ancestry and dishonors your family, and then you have to fucking...
And killed your sister.
And yeah, but no. Like you can't kill this guy without going to jail forever. Let's say
you have a family and everything's set up and everything. You're avenging, but you don't want to go down for.
Ooh, or maybe you were having sex with the babysitter. She said she was going to tell your wife, and she was 17, so you had to.
Let's roll with that. Okay, so
you have 17.
So there you are, right? And then she's dead.
Is that toxic masculinity?
This is just preparedness.
Oh.
This is just being prepared. This is so that later on when it actually happens, we can be like, oh, this is what happened. Like, but yeah, she's there, bam, getting rid of you.
Well, first you have to kill her without having her bleed everywhere.
Right. So obviously trying to kill or eat somebody is just out of the that's out of the
Yeah,
whole.
so you snap her neck.
Probably.
You hang her upside down in the bathtub. You cut her throat. Let her drain out. Yeah, you gotta let them drain out.
See, I was gonna go. Yeah, you're right. No, we're gonna roll with it.
Once they're completely drained,
Dexter.
You take off their fingertips, take their teeth out. You take anything like.
I mean, you could apply this to anybody, not just women. You could apply this to anyone.
Well, no, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Not just a 17-year-old girl that was about to.
Let's just say 17-year-old person that was gonna out you for having sexual intercourse with them.
Yeah, so you murder them. You hang them upside down. Slit their throat.
Obviously.
They drain into the tub.
Of course.
Again, you'll clean that later with some bleach or some shit like that.
Drain it.
And then you cut off all those little bits.
Right.
You make them so they're packaged well. You take the legs off. You take the joints off. Okay. Knees, ankles, wrist.
They're gonna see you carrying all that stuff out from the cameras.
No, and then you put them in a suitcase.
Yeah.
Then you can put them in a suitcase, and then you one by one let it all go out in like the LA River or whatever. But because the teeth you've had the teeth, you grind them up. You grind those teeth up by like fucking rocks and whatever.
Right.
You take those fingertips, you fucking burn them in your oven. You do something with them. The rest can go.
Right.
Yeah. You can crush the head into a pulp so you can't tell what it is, and then they're just gonna find a body with no head, no arms. They might find an arm later, and there we go.
Cartel style.
If they have tattoos, take them off.
Yeah, so you got to be accountable.
Why do I know this?
That's just good Breaking Bad watching. That's just good. That's just you've seen your fair share of fucking serial killer
Best
shows.
not piss me off, Ryan.
What are they? What are they called? Like murder shows or
the murder porn? Yeah, murder porn.
Murder porn. But yeah, that was crazy. What were we talking about? We were in the vein of people eating each other. What were we talking about before that? We were talking about
I don't know why we ended up talking about killing girls.
Accountability.
So
that's where we're trying to.
So
that's
the
what we're trying to
accountability would
rein
be
it
like,
back
don't
in.
kill somebody. Take accountability for sleeping around.
Accountability would be if you do kill somebody, then do your best to turn yourself in and try and be accountable for it, or join the military.
Well, you can get away with murder in the military.
Exactly. You may as well.
Kill the opposing team, and you're good.
Or just become an assassin. I never understood. I felt like if I ever just had the need for blood, like if I just had bloodlust and just wanted to just
be an assassin, yeah.
I'd just go be an assassin, or just try and find some way to become like
I got this thing. I was born with it. I may as well utilize it.
Exactly.
Like Dexter, kill bad people.
Boom. Try to kill bad people. He really sucks at it sometimes. But
so if you're a rapist, just rape bad people.
Boom. Listen to that right there. Let's see.
I'm going to hell.
All right, I'm trying to check what else. What other little notes that I have on my side? Do you have anything else you want to cover before we hop into the game corner?
Do I?
What else did I have on my mind that I want to talk about? Oh, well, no, I don't want to keep ranting.
No, we've done a lot of rants.
We did good rant. I'm liking our sectioning. We're doing, we rant, we update, social hour, little story, kind of in the middle.
Dude, I think we just kind of went on a tangent in this one.
I followed my little note things here that I took. I know! I know. Let's see. I'm going to stop the ums.
Dude, you're really bad with them.
The ums are gonna, from now on, Watch. And you know what it is? It's something that I know I could control. From here on, at this moment, until the end of the cast, I know that I can't, that I don't say, bet. Better believe.
Okay.
Okay.
Almost did it.
I was close. I was close.
Ah!
Oh, no! Fuck me. Damn, it is tough. It is tough.
Yeah, man.
It is very.
I used to
very
do that.
tough.
I used to do that. Whatchamacallit, where you do public speaking. The Toastmasters.
Mm-hmm.
I used to do Toastmasters, and they had a clicker, a loud click. Every time you said they would go.
Yeah.
But
You should have grabbed one of those.
I'll just do that every time you say
There you go.
Dude, the whole podcast is gonna be that.
I will, oh shit, I did it, right now. Enough. Got this. Okay, here we go. Bringing it in. Here we go.
Damn, that's a big car crash.
Here we go.
Alright, car crash.
Okay. Thanksgiving corner. All right.
So what are you looking forward to eating? What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
I'm not too sure. You didn't press the button. Thank you.
Because it's gonna be.
It'll be. No, I got this. What am I doing for Thanksgiving, Sam?
Yeah. What are you doing for Thanksgiving, Bryan?
Well, I'll tell you. Not only will I be enjoying a fine dish of poultry, right? Turkey's poultry?
Yeah. Poultry.
Fine dish of poultry, some mashed spuds.
Mashed puds?
Perhaps a few yeast rolls.
That's not as good when you say yeast rolls.
It does sound weird when I say it like that. Not too sure, honestly, what I'm going to do. No, it's natural. The uhs happen naturally. It's just part of...
Then you gotta fix it.
Well, it's just part of...
Just work at it.
Part of the freestyle kind of range.
Because you can't do that on stage.
Well, if I had something written out, like truly written out, then yeah, that's fine. But that's what... This isn't...
You just gotta work on it.
I'm not going to hide...
Don't hide it, just work on it.
I'm not going to hide
I'm not saying like stop it. I'm saying just be conscious of it and start pulling it back a little bit.
It's not honest. I don't want to
It's a bad audio tick that you use to fill in things when you're thinking.
Exactly. This is improv. This is free form.
Well, what I'm saying is you should work your improv, like start working the better to pull that out of your talk, your speech in general. Like have some.
Think about it like Woody.
Hey, Puds, I don't know what you're doing, man.
Think about it like Woody Allen.
It's really, he needs to go.
Like a nervous tick or something.
Get out of here.
But it's like something that you can turn on or off.
He's gonna pull.
So
you can't compare yourself to Woody Allen.
No, I'm saying like it's a nervous tick, like especially if you're just winging it. But he does it with written word. You know what I mean? Like that. Like if you go back and listen to any of the things, he's written those scripts, but he's still putting that. Well,
just saying, you got a lot of ums. Like there's a point where I'm listening to you and it's just like,
I'm a very unfilled guy. I'm very unfilled. I have a lot of ums in me. Okay, go. Our production assistant is screwing around over there.
Go lay down.
Oh.
That's how we talk to our production assistants.
Fuck that guy. Thanksgiving wise, I'm trying to think. No real plans. Just gonna be driving.
You're gonna be Ubering people?
Gonna be getting all of this set up. Try and have this set up on Thanksgiving. I might go with a buddy of mine out in Santa Monica. He got invited to his friend's house for a kosher Thanksgiving. So that kind of sounds...
Oh, so there's like no ham?
Yeah, but there's going to be a lot of Jews. I love Jews. So that might be something.
Just make sure you keep your purse close and any gold away from their eyes.
That's fucked up.
It's okay, guys. I'm half Jewish. My mom's Jewish.
I want to marry a Jewish woman. So, as a future Jew, I can't have you talking about.
You can't be. You won't be Jewish.
I can be Jewish.
You can convert
I saw a black
Judaism.
Jewish guy the other day. It was really cool.
He had the locks and everything. Or did he have 2 dreads?
He had the yarmulke, and he had the undergarment, and he was eating kosher pizza. And he got up and he put his pizza away and he walked out and
he said L'chaim.
And he said, L'chaim, my N-word. And I was like, no! I was like, that's not how we do things. That's not how we do things. All right, watch, no ums. So what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
No, I'm kidding. I got invited to.
But you do a lot of ums too, though.
I do. But it's not. I'm just saying it's not an issue.
Oh, well, sir, not an issue with mine.
They're just really long and loud. All right. Let's
two
count.
people. Trevor. Oh wow. Trevor too. Well, I was gonna shout you out at the end, bro. I'm not gonna fake the edit either. I will hold myself accountable for that. Trevor, my guy.
All 60 pounds of you.
The killer queen. Thank you. Please let us know if the us are trouble. If they are, leave them in the comments. I did not say
Notice
not if you say though.
Right. But
and like honestly, if I really wanted to, let's say if I just honestly just wanted to
start
sit up
speaking
here,
very white.
You know, if it really came to a point where I was like, okay, and then so today it would be really nice if we sat here and we talked about Thanksgiving and took a second to really
very
look inside of
radio,
our
super
minds
radio. Anyway, so I got invited to a couple spots. My boss invited us to Saddle Ranch. Can't make it because I am invited to some other spot. And I just really don't care. I really just wanted to chill tomorrow. It's been a long week. Yeah, it's going to be nice. Like, I love turkey. I love mashed potatoes. I love the gravy. I love all that shit. I don't love the company. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, I don't love the company. I can't deal with people. I don't like people. As I'm eating my food, I'm not trying to talk to you. I'm trying to eat my food. And then the shit that sucks half the time with this stuff is that you get there, food's not even ready. You gotta wait another 3 hours for the fucking turkey to finish. So then you're stuck talking to these people.
Yeah, yep, that's Thanksgiving. That's a holiday.
I hope that none of those people that I am seeing tomorrow will watch this. But I'm sorry, that's just me. I don't like talking to people. I don't like seeing people. I don't like people.
Didn't they ask you why you didn't vote?
They did, because they were super.
You don't vote either.
I voted. I didn't vote this time because I'm registered in Arizona and I didn't get everything set out.
The absentee ballot or whatever.
I wasn't.
All right.
And I don't know any of the things out here, like prop whatever. Like I know some of them in Arizona, but there was a lot of that shit out here. I was just like, dude, I don't even know. And honestly, if you vote against the left out here, you're just throwing your vote away. Everyone's fucking super Democrat out here.
We're all the same. Democrats, Republicans. Don't ever forget, Abraham Lincoln was a Republican, dog, and he freed the slaves. Just throwing that out there.
I heard he was a dick.
His wife was a bitch.
Well, no, I mean, I wasn't talking about his wife. I was talking about him.
Right. I mean, if your wife was a bitch, you're probably going to end up being a dick.
Makes sense.
Now, what if I told you that today's special guest came in here exclusively to ask you what you're thankful for in an interview of a lifetime? Okay? Hopefully the audience is cued for this one. But a good friend of ours to the show, for you podcast listeners.
Wait, so someone's coming?
Stars such great movies as Silence of the Lambs. And give it up for Mr. Sean Connery! Woo!
He was in Silence of the Lambs?
So, you think I'm in Silence of the Lambs, do ya?
Oh, God.
Sorry,
Mr. Connery.
Sorry, Mr. Connery. Sorry about that. It's really great to have you on the show.
Yes, it's always a great pleasure to be here interviewing you, dirty rapscallions.
You're starting to sound like a fucking pirate.
You're starting to sound like a pirate, Mr. Connery. Are you okay?
I'm preparing for
The role of a
I'm
lifetime.
preparing for the role of a lifetime. I'll be playing Blackbeard
That's
awesome,
good stuff,
man.
Mr. Connery.
How old are you, Mr. Connery?
Shaken, not stirred.
I'm
I'm 30, not. I'm 50, not 30.
All right.
Yeah.
So you identify as a 50-year-old, not an 80-year-old.
I'd say so. I'd say if you swiped right on me, I'd be 30 and not 50.
All right, that's accent's really bad, but we're gonna further Mr. Connery. Thanks so much for joining us today. We're gonna be doing a quick little list. You're gonna be interviewing my co-host Sam, and you're just gonna find out some things about him. And
Such an honor, Mr. Sean Connery.
It's always been my greatest dream to interview a long-haired tattoo rapscallion.
Oh, jeez. Well, thank you.
all right, man. Well, that's great.
Awesome.
All right, well, I'll leave it to you, Mr. Connery, and then we'll start off.
Shut your mouth, you horse. So, I do sound like a fucking pirate. I sound like an Irish redbeard. Shaken, not stirred.
Is that how you get?
Well,
Mr. Connery, you do that a lot. Is this how you get into character?
Yes. Oh, yes, I do. Shaken, not stirred. Welcome to Sean Connery's Shaken, not stirred corner.
Oh, thank you for having me, Mr. Connery.
Always a pleasure.
Thanks.
Always a pleasure.
So,
can I call you JS?
sure.
Can I call you JS Maskell?
If you feel like it, man.
JS Maskell, when did you first realize that Sean Connery knew that you had lost your virginity?
Was that one time when I was 15 and I poked that girl with my pee-pee?
It reminds me of the time I was on the set of Highlander and I became enamored with a 15-year-old myself.
Yeah, that was me, and you were at my window watching me lose my virginity, you sick fuck.
That was you. That was you. Okay, all right, excellent. Question number 2 from our viewers. Shaken, not stirred. How many tattoos have you done in your life?
Oh, jeez, have I done?
Would you say it's as many tattoos as movies as I've done?
Oh, probably a lot more, Mr. Connery. Probably a lot more.
So you think, lad, that you've done more movies than me?
No, I've done more
Sir
tattoos than
Sean
movies.
Connery.
No, so, Connery, sir.
You're saying...
No, sir, I'm saying that I did more tattoos than movies you've done. Not movies. 2 of the movies you've done.
Oh, okay. For a second there, I thought you were accusing me, Irish Sean Connery, of being more famous than me.
No, not at all.
Okay, excellent. Question number 3. What year was Arizona turned into a state?
Fuck, man. 19...
I feel like we've done this question already. You should know this.
I don't know, man.
You should know this. You're from Arizona.
Yeah, well, when was Scotland fucking freed from England? I don't, sir. Connery.
You're quite right. Now, as you know, I recently turned 68. I mean 86. I mean 50.
Oh,
Swipe
Jesus.
right, I'm 50.
Swipe right.
Swipe right, I'm 50. For question number 4.
Yes, sir.
As Irish, as Scottish Sean Connery. What is your favorite Sean Connery quote?
Oh, shit.
Your favorite Sean Connery quote?
Sheila. There's a bunch of good ones in The Rock.
I'm quite amazing. I have several. And not only was I in The Rock, I was also in The Untouchables.
When he also
I was bloody James Bond.
When he told that lady in James Bond to shut up or something was pretty funny.
When he told her to shut up, when I told her to shut up, or when I talked about slapping my wife around.
I think you slapped her.
Oh, I slapped the hell out of my wife.
Yeah.
If you're not ready to cook a sandwich, then you shouldn't be in the kitchen.
Cook a sandwich, huh?
Cook a sandwich. It's how we do it in Ireland.
I don't know.
Scotland.
There was one in The Rock where you were making fun of Nicolas Cage. I'm trying to remember it.
My personal favorite from The Rock was... my personal favorite from The Rock was losers stay home and winners go and fuck the prom queen.
That's what it was.
I can't remember. I'm 88.
That's what it was.
Excellent, excellent. And finally, for your final question.
Yes, sir.
Who would win in a street race? Me or Paul Newman? By foot.
Oh.
Young versions. All the young versions.
Oh, well, damn, Connery, you, of course. Of course, you.
Me?
Yeah.
Of course,
sure.
me. I want wrestling. Thank you. I want shaken, not stared. I want shaken, not stared. I once took a young Paul Newman behind his trailer, and I showed him how I whooped my wife around, and the next day he came up with creamy vinaigrette on his dressing room. Thank you, Mr. Sean Connery. That was great. That was great stuff right there. Good stuff, Sean Connery. Now Sean Connery, everybody. Woo!
All right. For those of you watching it through the camera, he was behind the camera.
Yeah, he's a fucking world-renowned ventriloquist, man.
Yeah,
Well, wasn't that nice?
He was making it look like you were talking.
My God, he must have had a stroke or something recently. That was if I had known it was anyone other than Sean Connery, I probably would have punched him.
Did you ever see that movie of Sean Connery with the leprechauns?
Leprechaun?
Yeah. No, not leprechaun.
Oh.
Like, it's Gil something and the leprechaun of blah, blah, blah. It was an old Disney movie. Yeah, look it up. It's actually a pretty good movie. I used to have it on tape as a little kid.
Darby O'Gill and the Little People.
Yeah. Look how young he is.
Damn, that's him?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
What?
Look at that face.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, we need a better effects boy. He's handsome.
He's a handsome man. What are you talking about?
He's a handsome
You
fellow.
should see him. He sings and shit in this thing.
Yeah.
And then that little guy keeps getting this old drunk in trouble, and no one believes that he has a leprechaun. And then all the shit happens, and that's the daughter of him, and he falls in love with her, and he thinks he's a crazy old man. But then they go to Leprechaun Land, and all kinds of shit happens.
Kind of reminds me of the other Disney movie where the kid was really good at basketball, and it was because he was really lucky because he was part leprechaun because his mom was a leprechaun and she fucked some human guy, and she was like, "You're a leprechaun and you're gonna turn into a leprechaun," and so he has to like go on an adventure.
That's like Teen Wolf.
I know, it's like yeah, like 20s. It's like Socrates and the time he banged a bunch of little kids. Like
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude, you didn't know that? I found that out the other day, dude. Socrates was all about banging little kids. Like he loved banging 14-year-olds, man. Like, and they were just about it, man. But anyways,
Different times.
different place. That was a good little. That was a good little.
I thought you were about to say Paul Walker. Who was going to beat me in a straight race? Me or Paul Walker? And I was like, oh.
I should have said that. Yeah, next time we're gonna work on getting maybe a real better. Not that Sean Connery wasn't great, but
No, Sean Connery's a great guest. He was an awesome guest.
he was all right. Was he?
Yeah.
He was okay.
He was all right.
He was all right. He could have done better. I'm thinking next time we.
He
bring...
talked shit about our green room in the back, but whatever.
He did, that punk bitch.
Yeah, he's like, where's my fucking snacks?
Let's see. There you go. That's a good one.
Sean Connery's snacks. I like snacks.
So, my name is Sean Connery, and I like snacks.
I like leprechauns and snacks.
I like being in blockbuster movies and then disappearing after 10 years.
What was the other one we used to do?
Maybe next week. Oh, wait a minute.
We get
Is he?
Christopher Walken next week.
Oh my god! Next week I thought he was gonna be here. I was gonna be like we were gonna double whammy back to back. But maybe next week.
Next week we'll get some
little Chris
Walken.
Little Christopher Walken interview. Maybe do a little Christopher Walken game.
Called Walking Over There. Who's walking over there?
Who's over there walking in a bad Italian accent? Who else? I'm trying to think of who else I could pretend. Not that I'm saying.
Arnold come.
Man. I need Dana Carvey on here so you can do some. Oh, we could always get. I'm George Takei.
Takei. George Takei. My family was put in a camp.
Welcome to another episode of This, That, and the Other with George Takei. Me, here in your ear.
And with his cousin, Frank Takei.
He has a cousin?
No, I was just making up some super racist.
I was like, fuck!
I'm making up some super racist Japanese guy that is gonna be talking.
And Frank Takei! Oh my, Frank. You're so obtuse. Frank, as my cousin, Frank Takei, what are you doing? You've committed seppuku. Oh my. And we'll be back. Well, that's pretty much it. We're near the end of it. I think this one went a little bit better. We tried to stay around accountability.
Jeff, people texting me, telling me, where are you? It took so long.
Trying to think of, I don't know, man. I kind of want to play like, I don't know, like tic-tac-toe or something. Or
What?
Like,
We could play Battleship. Sitting here, and you're like,
C12. Shit. Yeah, like Jenga or some shit. No, that's too much noise. Or
Wait.
like checkers.
We're gonna play checkers for people on our podcast?
Maybe not checkers. Maybe like a strategy based.
Maybe we set up a checkers board here. We do our move, and then we tell the audience which way should they move. We upload that video. They say left.
Oh my god, that would
And then
take
we put left,
forever.
and then they
No.
upload that, and then we go this way, and then we upload that.
Let's let's try and like play Magic or something.
Man, I haven't played Magic since school.
I've never played Magic.
Yeah, I haven't played Magic.
I would be down. Get like a
Let's
little
play Mario Kart.
Get a little. Ooh, yeah, we can play Mario Kart.
I don't know.
We get distracted.
Yeah,
We
and
can sit around.
I'm gonna get sour if you fucking hit me with that.
Yeah, we were just it wouldn't. We need a better FX board. What I'm saying is like we need like
Yeah, that.
Try not to say. Let's see what else. I'm gonna work on the ums. We're gonna
Didn't
have
the last one you were supposed to put how many you tallied? Did you tally them?
No, I never ended up telling.
So you told them that your tally was going to be down there, and then you never did it.
Fuck them. They're getting free entertainment. Oh, they can.
Entertainment. Sorry, guys.
There's your hour worth of entertainment. Fuck you guys. Let's see. Yeah, fuck you. Here's my ums too. I'm changing the name of the show, fuckers. The podcast is now the podcast.
And the ums.
And ums with ums and ums, fuckers. Nah, nobody had any issue with it. But like you said, it's
the two people.
I'm gonna work on
your two best friends.
The two people I know
that aren't gonna try to hurt your feelings.
No, there was
Wait
some.
until the real internet people start putting comments.
There was some points in there
Wait
where
until the real trolls are on there. Fucking.
Hey man, they were in on us about the audio, and we both.
Well, that's because they can't hear shit.
Well, just echoey, which is just a symptom of that. There isn't too much that we can do.
Yeah, a buddy of mine said once we dial that in, it should be good.
Yeah, other than that, I think we're fine.
Yeah.
Well, fuck me, Freddie. You're right. I'm not. I'm.
You gotta work on that.
It is. It is going to be something I work on. Final thoughts. What did we learn today?
Oh, we
learned.
Sean Connery is sort of a dick when he doesn't get his snatch.
Yeah. What the fuck? And we also learned that his.
We learned how to.
That's really shitty.
We learned how to fix this with anger.
By sheer rage, we learned how to fix the audio. We learned that toxic. It's not just toxic masculinity. We learned that it's toxic people.
It's just
toxic situations.
No, that thing. It's not just toxic people. It's an over. It could be in anything. It's just when you take it to an extreme. and again, when I hear all these younger college students talking about toxic masculinity and like, but they're talking about little things. They're talking about things like, again, example, holding a door open, as opposed to telling your kid not only to wear red and no pink and, you know.
No, that's what they're talking. That's what I'm saying. That's what they're calling as toxic masculinity.
But the toxic masculinity spectrum, they're going from something really like normal man stuff
and covering everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my problem with it.
For me, toxic anything is when it's to an extreme. So, you know.
Like you getting out of the car and yelling.
Look, if I had a little toddler running around a boy and he picked up a Barbie doll and was playing with it, I'm not going to be like, put that down. That's where it's like, it's not, there's an issue with you that you're projecting onto your kid. That's toxic. But yeah, anyway. So
well, that's what I meant. Yeah. So everybody's toxic. We're all trash. We're all human trash.
Mm-hmm.
We're no better than each other. We're no better than the next person. Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck me. No. I apologize. Not fuck you guys. Fuck me. Fuck me for not doing this right.
Dude,
I'm gonna
watch. Next week you're gonna be like, I'm gonna retract it. I just want to say, not fuck everybody, and you should vote.
I am. I will retract something back next week. Overall, no. I'm very proud with how it went. We stuck by our guns on most things. I stuck by my guns. We got the soundboard up and running. We're gonna figure that out a little bit. What else? That's about it.
I need to go shopping for tomorrow's fucking Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving
to
everybody. If you celebrated, happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy.
What's the other one that's not Thanksgiving? Oh, and sorry about taking your land, natives.
Happy Turkey Day. Also, Land Acquisition Day. Kick Out Day. Whatever. What other Tribal Genocide Day. Real talk though, without getting into another hour of that shit, that whole thing's fucked up. Talking, you know, when you really look
is
at
that toxic?
But I mean, what about the other? I was gonna say, in a way, it is, and it is, and it isn't, because it depends on how far back you go and look at it. Like, oh, hey, you know, humankind has been killing each other into the
that's what I'm saying. Like, why are we so upset about that? Like, this is how we.
Because we're focusing on the moment. It's because right now it's because this is our moment. It's because we only care about this 100 years for us, and so it's a little bit different in that case. But
it's like tribes. Tribes have been fucking killing each other forever. I had some guy I was talking with this black guy, and he was like, "Oh yeah, we didn't have any problems until, you know, the Europeans took us." And I was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "The African tribes fucking fought the shit out of each other. Shit, fucking and brutal." Yeah. So
and Columbus was a Spaniard, like an Italian.
It's just we've been we've been attacking each other for so long. So toxic masculinity is the least of your problems, college students.
Yeah, it's just being toxic. Just don't be an asshole. Don't be a dick. Just be nice.
Be nice. Use respect. Yep. Use common sense, better judgment. And if you don't like it to happen to you, most likely other people don't like it to happen to them.
And just be prepared, man. Head on a swivel. Go take a couple Krav Maga classes. Go learn how to.
That lady in that car that got yelled at by that dude should have, you know, she had some Krav Maga.
Well, you know, and again, I don't say that for anything. You know, there's two sides to that story, and it's a shitty situation for anybody to have to be in. We learned that you don't have to vote if you don't want to.
Rock the vote.
Fuck that. You don't have to vote. And then...
Well, no, look, if you're going to vote, at least know what you're voting. Don't just listen to fucking signs.
It's all a lie.
At the end of the day, it's one snake with two heads that you're voting for.
All a lie. You're just choosing a different way to get fucked. You may as well just... No. I'm so on it now. Like, I'm so 100% with it. It's a lie. It's a farce.
Someone let them know.
Don't play yourself. And then that's about it, right? I think we're pretty solid, pretty good episode.
Some controversial topics.
Some controversial stuff. Some cleanup. Episode 4 will be out next week.
Again, whatever the fuck he says is crazy, I'm over here.
Working on some new stuff, new material. That interview stuff is something we're going to have to work out. And then we're just going to have some more people, some more things, right?
Yeah.
Play us out, Steve. All right, guys.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you guys. Have a great night. Happy Thanksgiving. Ouch. Happy Thanksgiving.
All right,
We're out.
later.